Hey, this is Salem.
And Dusty.
And you are listening to the Sock Drawer Podcast on Realm of the Mist Entertainment. Hello, everybody. You are listening to the Sock Drawer on Realm of the Mist Entertainment. My name is Salem.
I'm Dusty.
And we have a very special guest with us from the Delivery Bros. We have Anthem. Go ahead, Anthem.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Anthony Anthem, a.k.a. Mr. A.K.A. And I'm part of the show called Delivery Bros. And I am joining the Sock Drawer today. How y'all doing today?
Yeah. Well, we are doing just fine.
Yes, we
I would
are.
say. We just got done recording After Hours.
With you, actually.
With you. And we thought, you know what?
Let's just keep him hostage and not let him go home.
Keep Anthem hostage. Yeah, don't go home. You're stuck.
Oh, no.
So, actually, I do have that right up there. I don't need this.
Okay.
Do I at least get a feeding tube?
What's up?
Do I at least get a feeding tube?
No.
It's only an hour. You can handle it.
So, we want to start off with who is Anthem, you know? So,
okay, so besides me being a sex symbol, there's a lot more to it. Let's see. Anthony Anthem, how do we explain me? Oh, okay, so I'm a podcaster. Like I said before, Delivery Bros Podcast. It's my podcast. I'm also a friend of the Realm of the Mist. I am a huge nerd.
okay.
I'm from Kansas City, Missouri. I let my eggs scramble.
Anthem, what are we hearing in the background here, buddy?
Right now, you are listening to me as I am driving some of our finest men and women to locations on the railroad of the United States. The strength of what holds us together as glue in American society. The men in different colors, whether it's orange, it's gray, but either way, they make sure they find a way. Late at night or during the daytime, they are what is on America's mind. The prime, the railroad workers, something like that.
That was good. I appreciate that. I appreciate
yeah, they're cracking up right now too.
I appreciate it. So wait, we're recording live right now, and you've got some of your passengers with you right now.
Yeah, they're actually listening to me go on, figure out what the heck I'm doing here.
Well,
I have a live studio
mind.
audience right now.
We got a live studio audience. That is rich. So I love this, man. I appreciate this. This is great. I they're having a good time. I hope they're having a good time. Can they hear us?
Yeah, they can hear us.
Okay, great. This is great. So we got people listening in. This is awesome.
Is a new one.
You guys having a good time?
Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
That's great.
Guys,
Well, welcome to the Sock Drawer.
Welcome to the Sock Drawer Podcast.
You can find us on Facebook. Tell all your friends, hey, I'm on this episode. I think this is episode 14.
Episode number 14.
But anyway.
Here's your claim to fame, guys. Here's our claim to fame. We're trying. Oh, man.
I brought a live studio audience.
You messaged me
Yes.
the other day. You were in a panic.
Yes, I was.
That I had to calm you down from.
Yes, you did.
And I'm figuring this is one of your I'm in a panic because I'm a mom sort of things.
Yeah.
And I got to know the full story behind it. I'm sure Anthem wants to hear here too. So what was that all about?
Now picture this. You're sleeping in the comfort of your own room. Everything's dark because you're a night worker. You had put your kids to bed, and not to bed, sorry, on the bus 3 hours before and went to sleep peaceful. Okay? Everyone with me?
Yeah.
And you get a phone call that wakes you up. You answer it groggy, and the voice on the other end has, your son, blah, 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 has been marked absent today. Please provide a note or reason.
So your son was declared missing, despite the fact that you were there.
I put him on the bus.
To put him on the bus.
At 6:30, where here we are 3 hours later, being told my son is not at school.
Was this a call? Was this like a?
It's an automated voice.
Automated voice. So it's not like you can talk to this person and say, "Hey, what the hell?" You have to freaking freak out from this automated voice. End the call. Apparently, text me for some reason, and then what? You just give him a call and say, "What the fuck is going on?" Or what would you do here?
I mean, shoot, I would have been screaming. If that was my kid.
I know.
Were you screaming?
No, at this point, I was actually staring at my phone in shock, going, "What?" So the first thing I do is I text my son, and I break the rule about not letting, not using his phone and vice versa during school, hoping to God he will be bad and respond. Because he has his phone in his classroom. It's required now because they all have to use Google Docs, and I can't afford a computer. So I message and say simply, "Where are you right now?"
I bet he was so confused about that.
And I got back Spanish with a question mark.
Spanish?
Well, what do you say, like, hey?
He just wrote down the word Spanish with a question mark.
I guess it was a text message.
It was a text message. And I said, "Good." And he went, "Why?" And I went, "Never mind."
So you've got a confused son in Spanish class going, "The fuck?" So what's going on? What do you mean, where am I? You trying to track my location, Mom?
So now I've got
technology, Mom.
So now
are you a lizard under that skin there, Mom?
So now I've got a kid worried, wondering why I'm asking where he is. But I didn't want to disturb him in class more. So I get on the phone and I call the school. And I said, "Excuse me. I just got told my son is absent. He's been at school for 3 hours now. And you're telling me you guys can't find him when he's sitting in Spanish class right now?" And guess what the woman said on the phone?
Oh, boy.
You guys ready for this one?
I'm sitting here. I don't have
I'm sorry, ma'am. We have so many children. We can't always keep track of them all. This happens.
I feel so good.
Bad answer.
Wow. I feel so great that I entrust not only my kid, but everyone else's kid with you. Isn't that great?
She literally said that. And then I said, "Can you check and make sure he's in Spanish class?" Because I know my son's not going to lie because I have a good kid. But I just wanted to be safe.
Okay, see, this is one of these situations where certain people in faculty and staff need to ask me. Let me just say that right now, because when it comes down to it, how you gonna say that to a worried parent already? Two, what was she thinking? What was gonna happen in that conversation? Because obviously she didn't have a cup of coffee, or she had the case on the Mondays. I'm just trying to say this to be nice. But she has lost her ever-loving mind to tell somebody's mama that, "Oh, we have so many kids." Then what are you doing, like, working there as a worker, if you can't even calm down the situation or de-escalate the situation? Not only did she shoot your blood pressure up, what if you would have got stressed out and fell over and died?
Well, I mean, my point is, if it had been actually true, it took them 3 hours to mark him absent. That's enough time to get to another state.
That is very true. Or at least to a basement.
Holy shit. How long did it take when you said, "Please find him"? How long did it take?
She actually took my number and said she'd call me back. And she did in 20 minutes.
20 minutes?
It took her 20 minutes
or something?
To find him in Spanish class, which at the time he wasn't there anymore because a bell had rang and he was now in math.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay.
Now my son investigated on his own and found out 50 other children were marked absent that day.
Despite the fact that they were there?
Yes.
Oh my god.
And some kids are getting whooped when they get home.
Oh my God.
And
And
they
also, new
all
kids,
were
yeah,
there.
it's all over for them.
Yo, I'm so glad I don't have kids, man.
So I sent a letter to the superintendent. Oh, did I tell you I did that? Yeah.
Oh, I no. You sent a letter to the super. What did it say?
I sent an email letting him know exactly what happened, what I was told, and that I think they need to look into that and get more efficient with how they take care of children.
That'll go on the back burner.
Oh yeah, I mean, sure, you did like a straight up suburban white woman, and that was beautiful and all, but at the same time, I don't know if that's gonna get done, girl. You're gonna have to make
They just put that on a tack that was labeled as Karen.
No, because the superintendent's a new one, and I had an issue last year.
Yeah.
And what happened last year is there wasn't a family emergency.
Mm-hmm.
I called the office
Yeah.
to let them know I have to grab my son. And I got busy signal, and that was it.
Busy signal.
There was no voicemail or anything. So I contacted the superintendent and told him what happened, because that's also a dangerous situation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he responded, "What do you think would be a solution?" And I said, "Of course I have a solution. Why not install voicemail?" And within a week, a letter came out. All offices have voicemail, and they have to listen to it within 30 minutes of receiving. Since then, when I've called the school, I have gotten either right through or called back within 30 minutes.
That's good.
Our superintendent does listen, so I have faith that he'll look into this.
Okay.
That's good. Well, shout out to that superintendent then. If he's a very competent, or I'm not even sure if I'm saying the right words or terminology or dialect. But if he's competent, then that's cool. I wish our superintendents out here in Missouri were competent.
Well, the first time I met him, I didn't know it was him. He was just gotten us the job, and we were going to be doing this turnover at the beginning of the year. But this is August before school starts here, and that we had to do a tour of a school that was built in the 50s that our students were going to be put into for 1 year while the actual school was being remodeled. And it was an elementary school, but they're putting middle schoolers in it. So everything is scaled too small, to the point where even the gymnasium, they would have to take a bus to another school just to give them gym. So I'm walking around this school, getting the tour, being told what's going on. And there was a lot of things that didn't make sense. And this other guy on the tour goes, "Well, what would you change?" And I had some ideas, and the tour ended. He goes, "Hey, why don't you come with me and let's have that a little bit more in depth." And he grabbed a clipboard and he started writing stuff down. And I said, "Who are you?" He goes, "I'm your new superintendent, and you got good ideas." And a lot of what I suggested was implemented.
Sorry, I didn't hear like half of that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm just kind of staring at you right now.
Why?
Okay, so I'm sorry to segue, and I'm sorry to segue, and I'm just looking at you.
What's wrong with me?
And you've got like these blue, like Superman blue sweatpants.
Yes, aren't they great?
And you've got like this cherry red sweatshirt going. Obviously, your comfy clothes here at your home.
Because only you're here.
That's so hot.
And she's looking like Super Mario.
What?
Like, yeah, woohoo, let's go.
I am not.
You definitely got that Super Mario look. Or you're like a really bad Bills fan. I want to go with Super Mario.
Do you see any mushrooms around here for me to beat up? Do you?
I'm sorry.
I am not Mario.
You got to know something right there. There are levels in Super Mario that don't give you a mushroom, and they're the most depressing. And I think that's what life really is. I think life is one big Super Mario level where we don't get our fucking power-ups.
Okay, first of all, I do want to say this. Hey, yo, Dusty, if it's any consolation, you can save me in your Mario, Super Mario sweats anytime, girl.
Shut the fuck up, Waluigi.
Okay, listen here. I know you ain't talking smack, Wario, looking son of a gun, talking about me and Waluigi. First of all, Waluigi knows how to stomp a mud hole, so don't think I won't either.
I'm just sitting here thinking, like, if this is Mario right here, am I Luigi?
Is
It's
Luigi
me.
taller
It's
than
me,
Mario?
Luigi. Luigi is taller.
Oh, it does work then.
Wah!
I mean, yeah, actually, it does work.
Oh man, I'm sorry. I had to segue, and I
It's
feel
okay.
bad.
It's all right.
I planned on segueing into a different topic, a question that I had.
1 second. Let me get my Valentine's Day candy.
Oh, was it
no,
Ask
no.
a Black Guy?
Hey, get out of here. Get out of here. And actually, you bring up a good point. That's what I was going to talk about, was Valentine's Day itself. Is it worth it? Is Valentine's Day really, a holiday that people should really go nuts over? Because on my end of the spectrum,
Say goodbye to our studio audience, by the way.
goodbye, studio audience. Thank you for
Bye.
listening. Gonna go pick up some more studio audience. But anyway, Valentine's Day. I think love should be celebrated every day, and it feels like Valentine's Day is sort of I guess tricking people to believe that there's only one day to celebrate love, which doesn't feel right to me. I think Valentine's Day should be ixnayed, and the only reason why I would keep Valentine's Day around is for the day after.
Yeah. Now can we get my candy?
No.
Oh.
You want to sit here and crunch a munch on candy
Here's
right
the
on
thing about Valentine's Day, though. You can do some special things on Valentine's Day. Even if you already, do conjugals, maybe Valentine's Day could be for something special, like anal.
Oh my god.
Or BDSM.
Well, why can't it be special any day?
Oh my god.
I mean, some girls don't like to do anal. That's a lot of preparation. I mean, you gotta douche your asshole. Make sure there isn't any leftover remains. You gotta do a lot of work and prep to do anal. So I mean, and then on top of that, the BDSM thing. Maybe she's like, there's certain things she can only do like once a year. So I mean, this gives her opportunity to really prep and prepare herself. And that's love right there. That's commitment.
Sorry, is love just sex? Is that where you're going on here?
No, I'm just saying.
Because those are your answers. Anthem, was that just it's the special day for different types of sex. Is that what Valentine's is? Is the lead up to having sex with your special someone?
Well, I mean, eventually some people like to knock the boots on Valentine's Day. Not me.
See, that's just what I'm going against here, though.
Okay, but it's bigger than that. There's more to it.
Okay.
I hope so, because I can't be future Mrs. X Anthem if it's just sex. I need more.
Well, I mean, it's bigger than sex. Okay, here's the thing. The whole symbolic reason of it is just to really, pay a tribute. It doesn't always have to be about the gifts and the fancy things. Maybe write your lady a poem or something, Let her know how you really feel.
Maybe write your lady a poem on like August 7th, which is just a random day of the year, because you like writing your lady a poem.
That's 3 days before my birthday. That's a damn holiday coming up.
But you get what I'm trying to say, Anthem.
I know what you're saying, and you're right, though. It is very commercialized. It's like, show your girlfriend you love her by buying her a $10,000 diamond bracelet. I mean, I get you. When it comes down to it, the holiday is very commercialized.
It's dumb. I'm a single guy. I'm sure you're probably a single guy.
Oh, very much so. I mean, seriously.
I figured that out.
My lotion bottle knows me by the first name basis.
God, fuck.
My lotion bottle doesn't. I use something else.
Okay. All right.
Oh.
So we're moving on from Valentine's Day.
Me and Dusty going to have a conversation after this podcast about that.
Today is the day after Valentine's Day, which is probably the greatest quote-unquote unofficial holiday, which is half off of Candy Day.
Hell yeah.
Which is dope. So
Look at my pile.
How much did you spend on that pile?
Let's see.
I actually don't participate in this. I don't care to buy so much candy.
$12.
$12 on just a freaking monstrosity worth of candy. And I'm just kind of sitting over here looking at it every now and
That's
again.
only half of it.
Yeah,
the other half I gave to the children because I'm a good mom.
Well, it's the most wonderful time of the year.
It's called Mommy's Gonna Do a Podcast right now. Here's a bunch of candy. You stay in the room, close the door. It's good parenting, right?
Sure. Just fine.
While you're at it, you might as well just throw them in the cellar.
This is the same mom whose son got lost for 3 hours.
That was not my fault.
Child abandonment. Hey, future Mrs. Williams, you are losing points with me. Damn.
Damn. You gotta step up your game.
Well, it's like when my son came home. He's like, "Hey, Mom, I had a great 3 hours lost at school." I'm like, "Shut up, you did not."
He was off school grounds smoking that devil's lettuce.
Oh,
No, he was in Spanish and math.
Oh
And
man,
I forgot what the other thing he said.
that green mean, man, that sticky stuff.
Oh, that reefer.
Got that fucking ganja plant.
That
Can't do that here. Remember, we're in New York.
Mary
It's not legal here.
Jane.
That green Marge.
God damn.
Is there really this many names for that?
Okay, that last one I made up. I ain't gonna even lie.
Sitting there puffing that sticky bit, man. Sucking on that devil's USB stick.
That's something different, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that green grass, that redheaded hoe, that gangster.
Oh man, that's just okay. We're going off. Things are getting weird.
Oh, the happy cabbage.
Happy cabbage. Oh man, Anthem, what is wrong with you, buddy?
Oh, there's a lot wrong with me.
Anthem,
I live in the Midwest.
Anthem, didn't you come in with a story you wanted to share?
Yes. Okay. So I said this on my podcast before, but I gotta tell them about this story. Okay, so you guys love sword fighting and stuff like that because y'all do a lot of role play, and then on top of that, y'all do like the night battles and stuff like that, right?
Yep,
that's correct.
Okay, so get this shit. So in Iowa, they had a situation with one of the courts in Des Moines, Iowa, where there was a divorce occurring, and the husband wanted to have a trial by combat.
Okay.
Oh, I wish I could have done that with my divorce. I would have won hands down.
Here's the thing, you probably could. Seriously, that law is still in place. That's why he hit it with that. Because the last time it happened was in 1818. So he requested, hey, I want to have a trial by combat. All I need is a few weeks to get a wakizashi sword and a katana made.
What? Why the fuck would you need to do your trial by combat with those?
Because he wants to kill her.
Oh, okay, I get it. Just use a standard broadsword.
Odds are he's a martial artist, not Western fighting.
Okay. And here's the thing, though. He even said her attorney could stand in for her. Because he really attorney. Because like they're taking him to the freaking cleaners. So he's just like, it could be the attorney or any man you want to represent for you in this battle. I mean, the whole thing about trial by combat isn't to kill somebody, but if death does occur, it happens. And it's legal. 1818 was the last battle. And of course, technically, she's supposed to choose the weapons if she agrees to this.
Yeah, that's how that works with duels. The person's challenged gets to choose the weapon.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, that's just it. It's still in discussion because the attorney is trying to reverse the challenge and not make it happen because he's just like, this law is stupid and archaic, even though it's still a legit law.
Trial by big floppy dildos.
If that had existed in New York, my divorce would have been over quick.
Oh man.
Oh, you would have beheaded his ass.
Fuck.
But that's not an option, so I'm still going through the horrible process.
I think that's a federal law, though. You probably could.
Federal wouldn't have that kind of law. That's a state.
Well, damn it. Trial by combat is legal in parts of the Midwest.
Here's our new claim to fame now, Dusty. We're gonna go to Des Moines, Iowa, I guess, and we're going to pose as a married couple who wants to divorce, and we are going to do a trial by combat, and we're just gonna have this. And we're gonna do legit. We're gonna just get up in our gear. We're gonna get it televised. We're gonna get it televised.
I can see y'all asses showing up in some like horses with the nice gear on and shit too. It's like we're gonna joust. We're gonna do 3 events: jousting, and then
Oh.
sword fighting, and then if we
And
get
then
to
archery.
Archery, exactly. Y'all gonna be doing some shit like that.
I've got the equipment.
Oh man.
Y'all gonna be doing
that's
that
how
like
we
the
get
middle of a
famous.
cornfield.
I'd beat your ass in archery. I'd beat your ass in the sword fight. The joust, you might get me on that.
I was gonna say the joust I'll get
The
you.
joust will get me.
Archery, you're gotten better finally. Sword fighting you would. But that doesn't matter. Think about it. The press would eat it up and they would just going the people at the sock drawer are going to get divorced and they're doing it through a duel. We get famous.
But we're not.
No, what we have to do is we have to go to Nevada, get married.
Get married in Nevada.
Go to Iowa. Do the dual divorce and then do it again. And just keep doing it.
Why did I think of the Looney Tunes cartoon when I was thinking of y'all like jousting?
I don't know.
Because there was an episode where Bugs Bunny was like jousting and doing a whole bunch of medieval shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And I was thinking to myself like, damn, I would actually
I'd be totally okay if someone made cartoon versions of it. That'd be funny.
Yes. If there's any animators listening, write it.
Write it up.
We'll do the voice for you.
Yeah, we'll do the voices. We can do voice acting. I'm pretty sure we know how to talk in a microphone.
And then on top of that,
I
will be the ring announcer for this.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen. I was gonna say start your engines.
Start your horses. That doesn't sound as good.
Start your horses. You're like, oh, your hands are cold. Oh my god.
I can just hear it now. Chris, we're gonna miss an episode this week. We have to fly to Nevada, get married, then we have to go to another state and get divorced, and then we can do a show about it. He'd think we're nuts.
Man, these two are gonna high five when they say may I kiss you may kiss the bride. It's like a big ass high five. Clap. Good job, buddy. Good going. Ass slap. Yeah.
We did it.
Oh, it would be great though. I mean, how many times would someone go for the judge going, "We want a duel" in full plate mail?
Getcha. Feel the plate on.
I'm definitely gonna be there. If that ever happened, I was just. Oh.
Everyone brings their attorneys to court. We bring our squires.
You can sell the merchandise. Just give us a cut.
A whole bunch of people are gonna go to Iowa and just like start doing trial by combat with their exes. Like, we're just moving to Iowa for like a month or two. We just wanted but it
doesn't have to be for divorce. It's trial by combat. We can go there and go, "You gave me coffee without creamer," and just challenge.
There you go.
We can just come up with silly stuff.
Something dumb. I want a divorce over something dumb.
No, it doesn't have to be a divorce. He said it was trial by combat.
Just over something dumb.
No divorce at all. Just dumb. Just literally, here, Sam, have your coffee.
So what you're saying is you would want to stay married after that?
Oh, no, we have to do the divorce, too.
Yeah, we have to do the divorce. Get the hell out of here. I don't want to marry you. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, my.
God, I put up enough with you as it is, with the stupid sock drawer and the stupid freaking after hours, the stupid Anthem and stupid this and the drink tests and all that stuff.
And the press A games.
Hey, I'm sitting here ranting right now. # ramble rant. And I gotta put up with this. I mean, you want me to try to do that for life?
Yeah.
Piss yourself. Fucking piss yourself. That's a horrible way to propose marriage there, you son of a... No. My answer is no. By the way. Get off your knee. Fuck. Anthem.
Did we lose Anthem?
Anthem.
I'm here. I'm butthurt.
Why you butthurt, buddy?
Why do I have to be stupid, Anthem? I love hard.
I'm sorry, Anthem. You're stupid, a.k.a. Anthem.
That is better, you fuck.
I actually, the reason why I said stupid Anthem is because I started with the stupid sock drawer and I was like, wait a minute, the sock drawer's not stupid, but I just kept going.
When you start ranting, you just hit ramble, and that's where # ramble rant.
It just goes, man.
Oh my.
We got to get t-shirts. Gotta get hashtag Rambler on t-shirts.
All right, I'll get you offered up.
Oh, yes.
Just listening to your radio here going, buddy.
Did you pick up more studio audience?
Actually, no. That was the curtain call.
Oh, you're all done for the day?
Nope.
So what else you got left to do then, buddy?
At this point, wait, chill, find thrills, and eat meals.
What?
What? Was that English?
It was English. I just don't think the English was really put together as English.
I said chill, find thrills.
Find thrills. Eat meals. What's a mill?
Meals?
Meals. I'm sorry. I thought you said mills, and I'm like a windmill?
Oh,
no.
my God.
I'm horrible, Anthem. I'm sorry. I used to have a job kind of similar to what you're doing. I used to work for an ambulance company out of Kutztown, Pennsylvania, where I would pick up patients from the hospital and drive them either home or to rehabilitation centers. And the thing is that, yeah, there's a set schedule of, you know, who's doing what at what specific time, because they had called in previously to schedule a time and day to be picked up to do what they got to do. But then you would spend a good majority of the time waiting in limbo for your dispatcher to hit you up on the radio and say, hey, could you go pick this person up here and drop them off here? So I know what it's like, buddy, to chill, look for thrills, and eat mints.
I like saying vittles myself.
Vittles?
I like vittles.
What's vittles?
Food.
Food?
So we say I'm going to go eat a meal.
Who
I'm going to get some vittles.
Who has ever said that?
I do.
Has anyone else ever said that?
Is that just the whitest thing ever?
Vittles.
It is the whitest thing ever, but vittles is something that came around. The Cowboys used to use it.
Vittles.
Vittles. Look it up.
I'm good. I don't care.
I like using old words. Anytime you can use flabbergasted, it's a
no.
I plan on moving on with my life.
Dusty, no, that is too white even for you.
I hate to tell you this, but I'm a white girl.
Holy crap!
I have two shades, red and white.
It is okay. If there's any consolation, like, look, you are probably one of the sexiest white women I've ever met.
Damn.
Ooh, thank you.
I mean, so, you're fun size, you're pretty, you got a nice smile. You make me feel some type of way every time I hear your voice, but that's a whole different story for another day. But the thing is, girl, come on, vittles. I'm gonna need you to get it together, vittles. What the heck?
Hi. What's your favorite word to say? What's the most fun?
What's my favorite word to say?
What's your favorite word?
Favorite word. Vexed.
Vexed?
Yeah.
See, I like facetious.
Facetious?
Yeah.
Facetious?
Yeah. What do you like?
Cattywampus.
Oh, that's a good one.
I like that word. Cattywampus.
Yep.
I'm sorry, I gotta put on.
Cattywampus?
I say, good sir, you are being incredibly cattywampus at this time.
Damn, that's annoying.
Being facetious.
Shut the fuck up.
You know what? Sometimes I'm so vexed when I try to express what's really going on in my chest.
Oh man, you got that thump in your heart there, buddy.
I just said I'm a very vexing person.
I think you're pretty cattywampus.
Well,
I think this entire situation is very cattywampus.
Happy Kwanzaa to you too. What is cattywampus? What's the definitions for cattywampus?
I don't know. I just been using it in sentences and hoping that you kind of get it.
Wait.
Okay, here comes Google.
You're using a word you don't know.
I have a general understanding that cattywampus is kind of like things are goofy.
No, that's not cattywampus.
What is cattywampus?
Let's see.
Yeah,
It means not lined up or not arranged correctly or diagonally.
So goofy.
So things that are cattywampus are positions of items on like the top coffee table after a 2-year-old has been playing with them and moving them around.
Okay, so goofy. It's looking goofy. That's looking goofy over there. That's looking
I guess you can
cattywampus.
get away with that, yeah.
Piss yourself.
Okay.
Why can't you say like ratchet or hot mess?
Because
that's too modern.
Come on, just listen to the word cattywampus.
I mean,
it's like flabbergasted.
Oh, flabbergasted's awesome. Or wool gathering.
Dingling.
You know.
Okay, all right.
You got to use the old words have more fun and flavor.
Yeah, you got flavorful words.
I'd rather dilly dally.
Dilly dally. You get flavorful words that roll off the tongue.
I got certain qualms about it.
See, there you go.
There you go. That was a good one. That's a good one. I like that.
This Viddle shit. No.
Oh, come on. Can't you imagine sitting around the fire, getting your big plate of beans with the rest of the cow hands and being told, "Here, have your vittles." That's how it used to go.
No, because you want to know something. If a man says vittles to me, I'm going to be very uncomfortable and think he's hitting on me.
Hey, can I touch your viddle stick?
I don't want to get your vittles. Get your vittles.
No, if I came up to you and said, "Anthem, let's go get some vittles," you're not going to want to.
Well, it's because it's you. Yes, I'm going to say yeah.
Biased!
I ain't going to lie. I am kind of biased right now. I'm not going to sit and lie.
That's what's wrong with this country. We're all biased. And we don't want to admit it when we're wrong.
Okay, first of all,
it's all cattywampus.
I'm actually a straight man, so I don't know what you're talking about being biased. I mean, yes, a man looks nice with, a ponytail every once in a while, but I'm just playing.
Looking fine from behind. He turns around. Oh, it's Salem!
Yeah, your long hair with a white butt would probably confuse him.
Now they're having butt sex. Oh, this is getting weird.
Oh, well, that's because I'm on this episode. That's why.
It's true.
I'm happy you are, though.
Yeah, we like having you, buddy. And by we, I mean Dusty. I'm just kind of, I don't know, stupid Anthem.
Well, it's really the sock drawer with Dusty and a little Salem.
A little Salem.
Well, if it's any consolation, Salem, I love you too.
God, man, you're just making my heart go thumpity thump, buddy. Like, Zoinks Anthem, you're just making me go all thumpity thump there. How about a Scooby snack?
Raggy, oh.
Rocky Raggy.
So, you're out in the middle of the country.
Yeah, I'm in the Midwest. I'm in Missouri, Kansas City.
So, what's the temperature like there now?
Fucking cold.
As cold as we're at 0?
No, that was 2 days ago.
So you get snow?
Oh, yeah, we get snow. Well, I mean, we don't get snow like y'all, but we get snow.
But Midwest is a dry cold, right? It's not like a wet cold, right?
No, it's more of a wet cold. We got the Ozark Lakes and stuff not too far from us.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like, how the Great Lakes affect us.
Yeah.
And then the Missouri River's not that far from the city too. I mean, it's like right there. So we get fucking cold. But not as cold as Chicago. They got the Hudson.
Well, I mean, cold is something that, like, when it's extremely cold, you don't exactly get snow.
I've actually been loving these below 0 temperatures. We don't have snow because the other day it was so bad I didn't even dare leave the house.
Yeah, you don't get snow in extreme cold temperatures. You get snow when it's warmer, when there's more moisture in the air.
What did you do? Didn't you have to go to work in that bad storm?
What?
That bad storm we had a couple days ago. Did you go to work?
Yeah, I had to work in it.
How did you drive through that? That was over a foot of snow.
Actually, there's a story about that. With the bad snow we had. And I enjoyed the story. So anyone who isn't aware, my job, I don't drive the trucks anymore. I load the trucks overnight, and excuse me. And so I don't exactly have to drive the trucks. I mean, I do have to drive them in our company's lot to get them in and out of the bay, so I can load them up with the product and then position them for the drivers to come and get them.
Get it? Yeah.
But there are some stops that I do take out right at the end of my shift at 4 or 5 in the morning. And the Walmart in Rome is one of those stops, which is about 20 minutes away down Route 49 from the distribution center.
Oh, that's right. You go to Rome, New York.
Yep. And so I will load up one of our driver's trucks with his day that he's got, with all of his stuff that he needs throughout the day. But then I will put the product of Walmart or whatever that I got to go out there, just so that way when I come back I don't have to load his shit again.
Makes sense.
And so I'll drive. And I think it was a Thursday night.
Okay.
No. It was a Wednesday night into Thursday. That was when we had that bad storm, Wednesday night into Thursday, and it started up at 10 o'clock, and it just kept coming down. It was
2 inches an hour. I wasn't going nowhere.
It was bad, and at stupid o'clock in the morning, you don't have the plows going out. There's nothing you can do about it. I ended up, it was 3:30 in the morning by the time I was ready to go out to Walmart, and I figured that it's going to take me forever to get out there because all the snow, and I'm just going to sit there. By the time I get there, I'm just going to sit there. I'm going to wait until Walmart opens for receiving, and then I'll be good to go, right? And hopefully by the time we're done with this, the plows will have come through and it'll be smooth sailing. I am in a 26,000 pound truck.
Oh shit.
That is loaded with about, I want to say, another 5,000 pounds worth of
beer,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in this case, it was 5,000 pounds worth of beer and water. This was the water truck that I loaded up. It was the truck that had the least amount of stuff in it,
Okay.
So I go to drive out to Rome. It took me what normally takes about 10 minutes to drive from Rome to Marcy, where I work. It takes about 10 minutes to there now. It took me 45 minutes of me driving in snow that will go up to your ankles, of just white knuckling as I go 20 miles an hour. The's not a soul in sight.
Well, that's safer at least. You're not hitting.
That's a smart thing to do. I mean, shoot, you try hoofing it, and then on top of that, it was probably hard to see too. I don't blame you for taking that.
It was difficult to see. And, I got my flashers going the entire way because when you're under 45 on the interstate, you got to put your flashers on. Not the interstate. Well, yeah, the interstate, but even just any sort of major arterial, you got to put your flashers on. So I am going the speed of smell as I make my way down. I'm just white knuckling the steering wheel, which is actually not good. You should have a loose grip on the steering wheel. That's neither here nor there.
Remain calm.
Yeah, but I make it to Walmart. It's about 4 o'clock, and Walmart just literally they just open the door and say, "All right, let's just get this done and get you out of here." And I'm like, no, I'd like to, make sure the plows are out. They didn't care. They took the inventory, blah blah blah, and then got me out of there. So, but the real nice part of the story was I was like, okay, I guess I'm gonna head back now at about 4:30, and the plows are just coming out, and I jump back onto 49 to get back to Marcy, and I just got behind it was 4 plows, and they were
when they're doing each lane at the same time,
staggered in the lane so that you cannot pass these guys.
But that's the best though.
These guys are going 20 miles an hour.
Doesn't matter.
Or whatever, 15, 20 miles an hour. I put myself right up behind them. It's smooth sailing, and it took an hour to get back, and I just loved every second of it. I was singing songs. I was going nuts, and I was loving it.
You can't get a better safe way to get drive in that kind of situation.
It was the
best. You slacker.
You slacker.
Oh, I ate up that overtime.
I bet the fuck you did. I would have did the same shit. y'all gonna have me out here in this damn snow driving shit? Well, we're gonna have a sing-along on the way back to that bitch.
I'll be honest with you. I've been putting that Walmart in Rome. I've been putting it on the truck and just giving the paperwork to the guy who normally does that route, just saying, "Fuck it, you do it. I've already done my fucking job." You know, just because that the drive there was so horrible, and I'm like, this isn't my job anymore. You're not really paying me to do this job, so I wasn't all about that. You know.
I don't blame you.
So
get your money, get it when you fit in, bro.
Well, the thing is that I normally when I was driving, I would get about I would want to say somewhere up to 50 hours a week, and
you had some good paychecks.
You get that overtime.
You used to brag
I had some
about
pretty good paychecks, and aside also with case bonuses at the end of every month. You know, you get a case bonus for everything that you sent out. It's like 5 cents a case or something like that, which is really nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
But you gave that up to go work warehouse. Why?
I gave that up to work warehouse because because we needed to fire the warehouse employee because he was doing horrible.
Well, I get that, but you just took a big pay.
No, I got a raise.
Oh,
I got a
never mind
raise.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I stuck my neck out for the company. I said, I will do it. I will completely flip over my waking schedule to, take the place of this guy who we need to get rid of. I will do this. And I got a pay raise for it and all that. So it's actually a much nicer job. It's a safer job, especially during the summer or winter, my bad. It's going to suck during the summer.
Mm-hmm.
But I told them, this has got to be temporary. I want to go back on the trucks.
But you think they'll actually do it?
That's just something I'm going to push. I'm just going to push again and again and again. But that's just how it is, I guess. What was that?
Oh, you got a Class A CDL. That's dope, though.
No, he doesn't.
I don't.
Oh, you don't have a CDL?
I do not have a CDL. The trucks that I am allowed to drive are just under the weight class that are needed for.
Okay.
Yeah. They also don't have air brakes.
Oh, okay, so it's a chauffeur's license.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what's
up. You just all you really need is your driver's license for the trucks that I drive. The thing is that I actually do drive the CDL Class B and Class A trucks.
But not on the road.
But not on the road where it would be illegal. I just drive it through our lot. Which is perfect.
Like parking and stuff and all that?
Yeah, so that I can actually... So I know how to drive a tractor-trailer. I know how to drive a Class B truck. I know how to drive air brakes trucks. And I know how to drive them in manual transmission. Like, I know how to do all of that. I just don't have the license for it. And I got to work on that. I got to get the license for it. I'm actually thinking, when I go for the license and the drive test, to actually take the manual transmission one, because that is a separate thing for your CDL license.
That's not a bad idea.
It's not a bad idea. I got to get better with the manual transmission truck, but,
Take that anywhere and get your money, bro.
Yeah, exactly. You'll get a pay raise for it. And we've got Class A CDL drivers who get the Class A CDL pay, but they don't drive the Class A trucks. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Our company's trying really, really hard to put them on Class A trucks, but for the time being, we don't have the trucks to to hand over to them. But I have a good job, I've been doing a job that has something to do with driving for a long time now, so I think driving's a good job.
I couldn't do it.
Anthem, do you do your job out of your vehicle?
Thankfully, no. It's a company vehicle.
Okay.
It's a Ford Ram. No, I'm sorry, not a Ford. It's a Dodge Ram.
Yep.
Why did I say Ford Ram? What the hell's wrong with me? Anyway,
I don't know, man.
It's a Dodge Ram minivan.
Yeah.
It's like today when you picked me up to go to Anacostia, you parked in this spot that gave me a heart attack.
Oh yeah, when we went out to Anacostia to get our beer for our drink test, which we're going to be getting to here shortly. There was like the tightest spot that you can squeeze the car into, and I did it with ease.
I thought he was going to hit the car.
She's like, oh my God, what the fuck?
And then, of course, you know how hard it was for me to get out of the car because it was so tight? You're lucky I'm skinny. I would have been trapped in there.
That was fun. Like, how do you do that? And I was like, well, I have to do it every day. I have to park those trucks and maneuver those trucks. I have 9 trucks, and I do not have a big lot to work with. You know, and I've got to move and maneuver backwards, forwards, and it's a lot of careful calculation and planning, especially at night when it's snowing. You know.
So, ladies, remember this: he can get into tight spots that no one else can.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and I can find the spot.
Yes, he can. So, remember, ladies, Salem is single. Salem is single.
Single but not looking.
He doesn't have to look. Hit them DMs anyway.
Piss off. Fuck yourself, Anthem.
Well, anyway, we went to Anacostia, our favorite guys.
Speaking of Anacostia, our favorite guys.
If you want alcohol, go to Anacostia in Rome. They're great people.
They're great people. We are going to be doing a taste test of something.
Sorry, Anthem, you can't do it.
I'm sorry that we can't have you with us, but you're working you couldn't drink right now, you know? Mm-hmm. So, this right here that I have in my hand. What's up?
Oh, I was going to say, I'll just lick my screen.
Okay.
It's so rich.
I've got here in my hand. This is a brown bottle here from Saranac Brewing, which is local. 4th generation family brewery. So Saranac Brewing is great. We have a s'mores flavored porter here from Saranac. And
what's the alcohol content?
We've got a 6.2 alcohol by volume. This is 12 fluid ounce bottles. It's just
I love the label. It's just got a melty looking.
It's got a melty s'more here. This is a really nice label. It's got a very s'more color, brown and tan. It
makes me just want to eat the bottle.
Yeah, it looks the bottle itself like this bottle looks tasty. You know what I mean? I know that you're a big fan of porters. You love your dark beers.
I love my s'mores.
I just got a case of Yuengling Porter, black and tan.
Yuengling has porter?
What's up?
Yuengling has a porter?
I don't know if it's a porter. I know that it's black and tan. It's got the same general idea of a porter. I don't know if it's a porter. I just love it. You know what I mean? I suggest giving it a shot, man. Look for Yuengling black and tan.
But anyway, let's try the s'mores.
But all right, so I've had these poured out for us. It's definitely dark in color. It's still kind of see through though. I'm holding it up to the light and I can still see right through it.
Oh, it's a pretty color.
Yeah, so it's very pretty, kind of like an amberish red as you look through it. Let's give it a smell.
Oh my god, I smell the marshmallow.
Oh my god.
You smell the marshmallow?
Oh my god.
Oh wow.
My nipples got hard.
I could just sniff this.
It smells like I'm sitting at a campfire roasting a marshmallow and I just brought it back to like blow on it and that smell is just like oh my god. This is gonna be so good. All right, shoot it back.
Tell me more.
Oh my god. This is amazing.
Oh wow. We're gonna fight over this bottle, aren't we?
Oh my god, no, take it. We've got a 6.
Ooh!
This is amazing.
This is so good.
Oh, jeez, tell me
guys,
more.
This is s'mores.
This just
my ear.
I just drank a s'mores.
Yes.
I just drank a s'mores. There's no like alcohol taste or anything, which is bad. Which is really bad. This is just it's a liquid s'more.
I can actually taste the porter. But the chocolate and the marshmallow, the graham cracker is there with it.
God.
And it blends beautifully.
It's so good. Oh my god. So Saranac.
Did we get only one bottle or do we have more?
That's a 6-pack. We had to get a 6-pack.
Oh, thank goodness.
So Saranac makes
all kinds
sodas.
Of stuff. Sodas and beers.
And their sodas
are wonderful.
The root beers, the creamy red birches, the black cherries, they are so good. So when I pulled this off the shelf, I knew that this was gonna have like flavor, like good fucking flavor. Not yesterday.
I actually went on the tour.
That's
great.
The last podcast that we did last week with the pancake, or not the pancake,
yes.
It was the
waffle.
The waffle, you get that aftertaste. You can kind of taste that waffle, but
this
is the flavor. It's the flavor is there, right? It's the main piece, and it's
amazing.
So good.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
The marshmallow
That was
just lingers.
amazing.
Yeah, I love marshmallow.
Oh, I mean, if you're in the Rome area, Anacostia obviously has the Saranac. This is where we got it.
And if you're in the Utica area, that's where these are made.
Yeah, in the Utica area, it's made.
And I recommend the Saranac factory tour. For $5, you could go through the whole tour, and they give you either a beer or soda.
I have a fear that this is only local in our central New York area.
And if it is, I'm sorry to our listeners.
But if you can find it,
get it.
It's so good. That is delicious. If you are one of those people who love the campfire scene,
and you're sitting here going, "It's winter. I wish I could." This will give you the feeling.
This right there.
Get a pack of this and your best friends, and sit down and enjoy.
That is some good shit right there. And I didn't pay a whole lot for it either. The 6-pack, yeah, it's more expensive. It was like $10.
But still,
that was good. That's very good. Anthem.
Yo.
We have a new studio guest, but we're gonna be closing up here, buddy.
Yeah,
it's almost been an hour.
Yeah, that beer sounds sexy, by the way.
Oh, it is.
I'm sorry that you couldn't join us for the taste test there, buddy.
If I could teleport to New York right now, I would grab a bottle.
You'd enjoy it.
Well, Anthem, why don't you look around in your stores to see if you can find a bottle or a 6-pack of the Saranac S'mores beer, and let us know.
I have a feeling it's local.
I can only find imports in certain stores, so I can check it out. Yeah,
that'd be great of you. But Anthem, thank you for joining us.
Yes.
Where can we find you?
All right, so you can find me, Anthony Anthem, aka Mr. AKA. You can find me on Delivery Bros Podcast and Instagram, Delivery Bros Pod on Twitter. And you can find me at Delivery Bros KC on Facebook, DeliveryBros.com, DeliveryBros.com, DeliveryBrosPodcast.com. DeliveryBrosPodcast.wordpress.com. That's how you can find my website. And yeah, you can find me on different places, different spaces. Check out the Delivery Bros on Anchor.fm, all the way to Apple Podcasts and anywhere where podcasts are being played. Those things.
Thank you so much, man. And you can find us, the Sock Drawer, on pretty much every single platform that you can find through Realm of the Mist for all of your podcasts and every podcast that you love.
And if you want to talk directly to us, go to Facebook for the Sock Drawer, Twitter Sock Drawer SD, and Discord. We're also the Sock Drawer.
Find us the Sock Drawer on Discord if you want to talk directly to us.
The links are right on the Facebook page.
And we'd love to hear from you. We'd love to speak with you. And we also hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful day.